Greetings and blessings unto each of you. I am Tobin of the Pleiadian High Council. I come to you today with a message to let you know what is going on in this world of yours. It is similar to what has occurred before, to what occurred in my home when we too were on the cusp of great change. When through one lens it looked as though things would never change, things were going to collapse, things were going to be destroyed. And on the other lens, knowing that change was happening slowly, but change happening nonetheless. And that is what is happening here today. Over the course of the last month, things have been happening. Many of you have been experiencing internal change within your bodies. You have been experiencing change with regards to those in your environment, those who have begun treating you differently, people that you've known for some time automatically or in a way having difficulty connecting with you, or you're having difficulty in connecting with other people. Now, this is all part of the change that is occurring upon your world. The energies have changed, the energies have shifted, and so we would like to inform you of some of those changes. Recently, energies were brought into this world and anchored in and activated. And what has occurred is the energies of the New Jerusalem are now in place and are active. And with this comes a dispensation of compassion which will move around the planet. You may not notice certain changes automatically or in a moment of time. But what it means is that these changes are assured, and things will begin to change, and you will begin to notice the change. You'll begin to notice a difference in people. You will also begin to notice more of a polarization in people, where some people seem like they're very nice and very compassionate. All of a sudden they won't be. And people you're not quite sure about, you will become sure of them in a short amount of time. There are changes happening within your body. Some are feeling pain, some are feeling tremendous energies flowing through them. They don't quite understand what is happening. With these changes that are occurring on the planet, on a planetary scale, basically what is occurring changes within the body. You can hear the voice because there are changes happening within his body, within his throat chakra. It is being completely reworked. Yesterday he could not even speak. He has difficulty today, but I have come in and so am able to make certain adjustments to allow me to speak. However, tea that I am drinking is assisting with that process. you will find things that will assist you. Sometimes it will be liquid, sometimes it may be some food, sometimes it may be things like mint or lemon. It can be very beneficial to you. When you feel these changes happening within you, when you feel the energies flooding into you, almost feels like a conflict within your body, don't stress. Let go. Allow. This is a time for trust and faith. You see, you asked to be here at this time. You asked to participate in these changes at this time on this planet. So you are here and you are participating. And now you are feeling the change. And now you are feeling the energies, and they are getting more and more intense. For recently another activation occurred. How shall I put? Israel has been home to many masters, planetary masters. Which goes to reason, considering that 3 of the major religions feel that Israel is the sacred space for their religion, for their prophets, for their redeemers, if you will. And many of these masters who have been in Israel over the millennia have laid encodements specifically designed for this time. On a conscious level, they weren't aware, not always, of laying these encodements in different places. But all of these encodements have been lifted. All of these encodements have been collected. And now all of these encodements have been activated. As such, you're now feeling the energy. You are now feeling the energy flow through you. You might feel lightheaded. You might feel as though you're going to ascend tomorrow. The ascension process has already begun. However, you're not going to disappear from this world and find that you're now in the 5th dimension or the 6th dimension. No, the ascension process takes place here. Think of it this way. Your consciousness is at this level. You are physically incarnated on this planet. You go through part of the ascension process. Your conscious level here moves up here. Technically speaking, you have ascended. It's just that you're physically still here. You're physically still here because here is where you are needed. Here is where the action is. Here is what is shifting and changing. This planet and the people on this planet are evolving. The volunteers who have come here from the Pleiades, from the Arcturians, the Sirians, Alpha Centaurians, the Orions, wherever they have come from, they are here. Each one is here for this event. This is the difficult part. You see, for many of the lifetimes before now, you live your incarnation. You have your interactions. Perhaps you might awaken, or perhaps you might awaken just a little bit, perhaps you won't. But now, most volunteers are awakening. Most volunteers have awakened, or are currently in the process of awakening. And they are currently in the process of awakening because their work is just about to begin. Now is the time. If you are feeling these energies, don't freak out. Know that great change is happening upon this world. And for the volunteers, you're going to feel it first. And as you process that energy within you and send it out into the world, it begins to have an effect on all the native humans. It has an effect on other volunteers, perhaps volunteers who haven't awakened as of yet, or have perhaps chosen not to awaken. It will have an effect on them. Things will still begin to change more and more. So, the energies of the New Jerusalem have been activated. And all the encodements laid in Israel by all the masters down through the thousands of years that they have been there have all been collected and activated. Pretty intense, but it's not over. For you see, the Guardians have also been activated. The Guardians are a group of volunteers on this planet. And there are different groups of volunteers. Some are leaders, some are healers, some are readers, some are channelers. Now that is whether they channel as this one does, verbally, allowing us to come in and speak, kind of like being a human telephone, shall we say. But some are channelers of simply energy. They may not consciously awaken to who they truly are, but they channel energy every day. They make a difference in people's lives every day. They are a living example every day. There are many different variations, more than you can imagine. No one is above another, for every volunteer is here for the same reason: the evolution of this world and the evolution of the native human population of this world. But the Guardians, they're a little bit different. There is a group of Guardians who is in charge of this project, and they are in physical. And every so often, when it is needed, when something very big needs to happen, they come together and they change this world in ways that nobody can imagine, and nobody knows exactly who they are, but they know who they are. They've been activated now, and a council has been activated, because now is the time for this planet to shift and change. And I assure you that whether this happens in an instant or in 100 years, the Guardians will shift and change things, along with all the volunteers. And in 100 years from now, you'll look back. Perhaps you'll be in a new life, new body. But you'll remember how it used to be. And you'll stand there or sit there in amazement and go, wow, we really did change the world. These energies are going to continue to intensify. Those who are open to receiving them now will continue to do so. It will solidify by the solstice in December, because it's time for this to happen, you see. We have records of when it happened here, in my home. And amongst the population there was a lot of doubt if we would survive. But what the history tells us, even at that moment when we had the most doubt, there were those doing things behind the scenes nobody saw that assured that everything was going to work, that everything was going to change, that everything was going to grow and bloom in a way that we couldn't imagine in that moment. That's what's going to happen here. An energy was released. The edge of the Mediterranean Ocean, Mediterranean Sea. And that energy has transversed this planet through every ocean, every sea. And it has touched the coast of every landmass on the planet. And where it has touched that landmass, it has moved on to land and is moving throughout every inch of land on this planet. Some of you will hear this message, some of you will listen to this message and go, about time that this happened. We couldn't agree more. For it is time. For the awakening has begun. The awakening has started in more than you can imagine. Now is the time. The door has been opened. Once that door has been opened, no matter what you do, it can never be closed again. Those of darkness, those of the old energy, continue to fight. They continue to try to maintain their power. But much is happening. Much more than you can imagine. Listen. Listen to the birds sing. Listen to the wind as it blows. When you lay in bed at night and the lights are off, before you go to sleep, tune in, feel those who are in the room with you. So now comes the time. We've been mentioning to you about choice. You need to make choices. You can accept this new energy that's coming onto the planet, or not. If you don't, it can cause issues. Then again, if you do accept these new energies, it can cause issues. Great change is happening. And for volunteers, that change is coming whether you want it or not. There are those who are doing certain work and they cannot sit back and wait any longer. They have to take action. They understand that things may not change in an instant. And patience will be required, for the time frame is spirits alone, and it always has been. It's not your time frame, it's not my time frame, it's spirit's time frame, or God, source, whatever you want to say. We've been there, we've been through it. Now it's your turn. We're here to assist. With our words, with our energy, with our love. Go outside, see ships. It's not that we're going to start landing all over the planet en masse. But you can see our ships because we're trying to rattle cages. Make people aware that we are here to assist. That we are here knowing what you're going through. We're not going to interfere with your process. Those who assisted us did not interfere with our process either. But I am here speaking to you now, and have been and will continue to do so in the years to come, for a reason. What you're going through is important, not only for you, not only for the people of this world and this world in itself, but it's important to the universe as well. It's important to all those in the universe. It is time to make a choice. Not for me, for you. If you're feeling these energies, drink plenty of water. Look after yourself. Don't take things too seriously, and if people are interacting with you in a way that annoys you, don't react. Breathe. Don't worry about it. It will pass. You are on the cusp of great change. That change begins with the volunteers. The change has been instigated by the guardians. There are different kinds of guardians. The guardians that I am referring to are the highest level of guardians. These are the guardians of this planet. They are guardians of this universe. We are providing certain energies within full moons. The sequence of activations began with the equinox. This series will be completed on the solstice in December, for your time frame. Nothing can stop it now. Things have been put into motion in such a way, even those who have put this into motion cannot stop it. There is an energy to it that you cannot control, and you are not meant to. It is benevolent. It is filled with love and peace, balance and harmony. It is about the feminine and the masculine coming back into balance in ways that you have not experienced in a very long time. This world is going to change. In one way or another, everyone on this planet will change. How you do that is up to you. It is your choice. Stop blaming others for everything. Stop looking for solutions outside of yourself. The solutions you seek are within. Decide. Choose. You have the power. We are here to assist, and assist we will do. Give unto you our blessings, peace, love, and the light that has begun to permeate throughout all of this world. Nothing can stop what is coming. What is coming is what all of you have been waiting for. Honor it as you should honor yourself. In love.